Ready? Let's go. John, a college student, once posted a very heartfelt message on social media, talking about his social anxiety. Surprisingly enough, many people responded with a very positive attitude, making John feel like he isn't the odd one out. He, later on in the future, was inspired to create an online mental health center, and this is an example of how social media may affect our daily lives positively.
Now, Amber, a struggling middle-aged mother of three, recently downloaded Instagram on her phones, and for the past few weeks she's been scrolling around and watching women her age in fashionable dresses, living luxurious lifestyles, and she wonders why she can't be in the same shape as them and be the same as them. This is another cause of how social media can affect our lives.
So, imagine yourself. How would you be able to handle these situations? Would you let social media affect your thought? And if so, would you let social media services make you a better person? These are all questions we ask each other. Bro, a slide back. There we go. I'm Angelos Fligkos,
And I'm Georgios Karanasos.
and today our TEDx speech will be about the positive.
And negative effects of social media.
Before getting into the facts, let's start with a big question. What do you all believe social media is? Social media isn't just a network from apps connecting people all around the globe. Social media proves human development. We evolved social media into such complex algorithms, such complex systems, and proving that humans united, nothing can affect us and stop us from achieving a goal which will change our reputation forever. Either that is routines or that is a long life goal. Either it's marketing, self-promotion, or even blogs. Social media may affect both the users publishing the content and the users reading it. So, starting on a positive note, we've got increased connectivity. The first effect, I believe we all have personal experiences from it. Either that's Instagram, WhatsApp, any social media platform that we use to talk with our loved ones. Talking with our loved ones enables us to have a reason to connect with them daily. And either that's parents speaking with their kids, trying to find out about their location. Either that's teachers speaking with their students, trying to find out if they've done the classes that were needed to be. Or even your third cousin telling you a happy birthday on your special day. That's still a reason why social media affects our lives daily. However, social media doesn't just help us for our own pleasure. Editing for content creators or programming for programmers provides us with a stable and fully legal job every day. This effect provides lives very, very positively.
So the first negative effect that I will talk about is filter bubbles. So filter bubbles is something that might be created from social media algorithms. Limited exposure to diverse perspectives may result to echo chambers of specific ideas, lifestyle, appearances, and too often bring insecurity to teenagers.
Continuing on a positive note, we've got information sharing and awareness. Knowing locations of our friends isn't always just enough. Information sharing has helped our civilization grow the past 2 decades majorly. Immediately knowing about events or trends, social media has also helped us raise awareness for them. Physical abuse, the gender pay gap, veganism, pollution, all these topics have affected us the past 2 decades. For example, 1/7 of the women population have admitted to being victims of physical abuse by men. Veganism has grown twice in the past 7 years. This social media effect may motivate all of us of any age to take action into our own hands.
So fake news is a really common phenomenon nowadays, and fake news can be easily spread and easily influence the world. That has happened multiple times in many social media platforms in our society. Platforms like Twitter, Instagram may affect users into believing false ideas, like a characteristic example would be that of ISIS inspiring many followers online.
Continuing on a positive note, we've got education sharing and opportunities. Let's talk about something which I'm sure affects us all in this room right now. I'm sure we've all gotten homework, and I'm sure we've also haven't finished it all, especially when we don't know what we have to finish. I'm also sure we've gotten help from outside parties, either that's photos from our friends or searching on social media. Social media offers access to a wide range of resources. Either that is availability, which empowers us students and facilitates collaboration with the teachers, like teachers we have right here at our school. They all make our daily life way more convenient and help us keep a healthy agenda.
So now we will talk about phobbing. Many of you probably have experienced phobbing, which is basically a situation in which we're all together, but there is no communication due to everyone being on their phones. Feelings caused by phobbing have worsened after the COVID-19 pandemic, as now that we're able to be together, we get easily frustrated by such a situation in which our attention is detached from our phones. So now another really often effect of social media is FOMO, or else fear of missing out. Many of you might know about that. So FOMO is a term to describe the constant exposure to curated positive aspects of someone else's life. This can lead to feelings such as inadequacy and thus lower someone else's self-estimation.
Our last positive aspect is called creativity and expression. A key asset for people who want to express themselves online, either they're creative or not, use social media. And for example, me and Yorgos wouldn't have known about this TEDx event if it wasn't for the Instagram page from our school. Social media provides a platform for self-promotion and creative expression. It serves artists and content creators express themselves whenever they desire. It allows them to build an audience, garner feedback, and based on this feedback, expand their community. It also helps us, the consumers, explore topics that would fit in our daily lives.
So this is probably the most common phenomenon out of everything we've already said. So cyberbullying for adults as well as for teenagers. What can happen is, for example, for adults, someone can accidentally share personal information and become target for a cybercrime. If minors nowadays are too exposed in social media, they might receive bullying or negative comments that will strongly impact their mental health.
So, how may we control this up and downhill of pros and cons? In order to maximize the positives and minimize the negatives, the search of balance is needed. We need to be aware of our downfalls, and if we are not self-empowered and don't consciously engage with AI, we might not be able to avoid a loophole of bad habits. Time management is also very important to keep relationships with social media healthy, so that we can all benefit from this.
So who will set the ethical border for social media for minors or teenagers? So to start with, parents should set rules for appropriate behavior online and should also be as well educated so they can properly advise their children. Secondly, many social media platforms themselves have already implied age restrictions, terms of service, and community standards in order to create a safe environment online for their users. Lastly, digital literacy initiatives, either conducted by organizations, schools, can help to the education of as well as parents, as well as students and teenagers.
So, in order to finish up this speech, we would like to present to you a quote by Clovis, one of the 7 wise men of ancient Greece. In ancient Greek, it goes by saying, pan metron ariston, which translated, it means that in order to avoid the atrocities in life, we need to respect the measure of life. We need to achieve excellence. Thank you for joining us in our TEDx speech.
Thank you very much.